Rosa. I'm the founder and creator of Spice and the 90-Day Metabolic Makeover, and I'm an expert in all things intermittent fasting and metabolic health. And today I'm going to dive into non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. So we're going to talk about what it is, how did you get it, how do we diagnose it, how do we treat it, and where do we go from there. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. I'll be sure to answer them for you. And so non-alcoholic fatty liver disease is actually super prevalent. A lot of people have this, and it's actually very serious and can lead to very serious complications. So how do we get fatty liver disease? Well, it comes from being overweight, from obesity, from a diet high in fat, high in refined carbohydrates, a diet high in fructose. And we're going to talk more about fructose as we kind of go on here. But typically, if somebody is overweight, they're going to have a fatty liver, a big old fatty liver. And that liver is filled with fat, and it also has a lot of fat surrounding it. And so how do we diagnose this? How do we even find out that somebody has this? Well, if you are going for your yearly blood work and going for your yearly checkups, you're going to get some blood work drawn, and there's going to be some liver enzymes on there. And we're going to look at your liver enzymes, specifically the AST and the ALT. And if those are elevated, then we're going to know that something is going on with your liver. Our liver function tests, our LFTs, should be normal. And if they're not, we're going to need to investigate why. So these numbers are going to be elevated. We also see these numbers elevated in alcoholics, because when people are alcoholics and they drink a lot, their livers get damaged. And we know that because we see those elevated numbers. That's why this is called non-alcoholic fatty liver, because it's not related to alcohol. It's related to diet. It's related to fat. It's related to sugar. So that's why. And so, but still the complications remain the same, right? The elevated lab work. You're also going to end up with a lot of scarring, a lot of cirrhosis on that liver. It's not going to function as well, showing those highly, elevated lab work. So you're going to start to have that going on with your liver, and you're not really going to notice any outward signs or symptoms of that. All you're going to notice is the elevated lab work. So that's why we're going to need to do some further testing, where we would want to go in with an ultrasound and actually look at your liver and see how it looks, see how inflamed it is, see how enlarged it is, see what's going on with it. And then we periodically want to keep track of that, because what can happen from this is that scarring and that cirrhosis and that hardening, if it just goes on and on and on, that can lead to liver failure, that can lead to liver cancer. It is very serious. And very often this goes just unchecked in people for years and years and years and years. And most people who are overweight do suffer from non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. So there is hope, though. You definitely can reverse and halt the progression of this disease. You surely can. And one of the ways is to lose weight, because the fat and the sugars that you're eating are directly impacting that. And why I talk about the sugars is specifically talking about fructose. Now, fructose is a form of sugar, and the one thing is that our liver is the only organ in our body that can metabolize fructose. So, if you're eating a diet high in fructose, high in refined carbohydrates, high in sugars, high in fructose, then your liver is working on overtime. And if you're overweight, you're more than likely eating a lot throughout the day, a lot of food coming in at one time, all throughout the day. So your liver is working on overtime. And so that's just kind of contributing more and more to that cirrhosis, to that hardening, to that damage of your liver. So one of the best ways is really changing your diet, losing weight. That is really one of the greatest ways that you can start to reverse this non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. There are some practitioners out there that are going to want to try to put you on medications for various reasons, but I will tell you, it's very easy to start losing weight. That is what is going to do the trick for you to help bring that down. A lot of prescription medications are either going to curb your appetite or work on cholesterol and all that other stuff, when you can just simply change your diet, and that will work wonders. You can also start intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting will help to stop so much food from coming into your system, stop overloading your liver. You're naturally decreasing your fructose consumption, your fat consumption, if you start intermittent fasting. So that's a great addition to that. That can help, start to help reverse that non-alcoholic fatty liver disease for you. So I hope you found this video helpful. And like I said, if you ever have any comments or questions, suggestions, you can always leave them in the chat or direct message me. So if you found this video helpful, definitely share it with a friend. Let me know what you thought below. And like I always say, for a balanced life, just add spice, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.